Hey guys, I'm Cassim.
And I'm Fiona Nova.
And you're listening to the C.R.E.A.M Team Dream Stream, sponsored by the fine folks at HeartAudioCables.com.
Use code KWIO at checkout at HeartAudioCables.com to get 15% off your entire order.
That's right. And we're also available wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Apple and Spotify.
Thanks for
listening.
Great work.
Hell yeah.
That made me come.
Okay, are we
Shall
recording?
we do this? We are recording. Let's switch it over.
Frick yeah, dude.
Hey guys, it's that time of the week. You know who they are, and they are in fact sitting here. It's Cassim and Fiona.
Yes. Welcome to another episode of the C.R.E.A.M Team Dream Stream. I'm Cassim, and I'm going through it.
You're going through it. Poor Cass.
Look at, dude, can I just get a week?
Just
where everything's going my way?
Week. I mean, to be fair,
it's only been going my way mostly for like 90% of my life.
Yeah, now you're feeling it.
Oh,
I know.
This is what it's like to be you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I was having a couple of tough weeks, but I feel better now.
I feel, well, we'll see. I got a vet call that's going to determine whether I got to get out of here and take the cat back to the vet.
Okay.
I just have so few responsibilities. It's hard for me to have a bed.
You're cruising.
You're cruising.
Even when your dad was dying, you were still like easy to be around.
Yeah, I was cruising USA, dude.
It's actually,
San Francisco Rush 2049.
If there's one thing I want to be is Case when I grow up. Truly, I think I just need your mentality. I need your calmness. And
we
I
need that horse cock.
And I need the horse cock.
Oh, damn.
I hear you through mine, just
oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the C.R.E.A.M Team Dream Stream, everybody. This is our weekly podcast. Case, Cass, and Fifi get together with our community on Case's Twitch channel. Remember, if you're watching this live on Case's Twitch and you subscribe or you give a gifted sub, at the very end, I think you're rapping them.
Lately I've been rapping instead of screaming.
Case is going to rap a thank you or get you a shout out.
Yeah.
Well,
one under the table handy.
Rappers call it lyrical hand jobs.
I see. I think that's what it is.
Dude, that's what's up.
They say, I'm going to suck your ear cock with my
ear
mouth.
Cock.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
So if you want your cock sucked, then go ahead and leave a biddy, a cheer, a sub.
If you like getting your cock sucked, leave one bit.
If you don't subscribe, you will never get your cock sucked.
You won't get your cock sucked if you don't subscribe to Case Blackwell's channel right now.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact. And if you don't do it right now, it'll never, you have to do it right now.
You can't incentivize bits and subs with drinks, but you can with full-on
suck
dick
jobs.
Sucking and suck jobs.
You know, it's like those TikToks that are like, reuse this sound if you want, or else you'll have 7 years of bad luck, and you see it and you're like, oh, fuck, I mean, fuck, imagine I do. Yeah, this is what we're talking about right now.
What happens to people that don't support HeartAudioCables.com and use the promo code KWIO, KWIO, to
you'll die.
They get their dick sucked by the cast of Real Monster.
Oh.
Oh my God. I want the one with the eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or the
Do you
little,
think they take
the
the
little
eye out
shop
and you
of
use that
horrors
to,
plant?
He has to juggle one of his eyes into his other hand and then a quick handy.
Dude, that is what is up.
You'll die and you won't have a handy.
Go ahead and do the things you guys need to do, which is subscribe to Case, give a gifty, a subby, a cheery, or support HeartAudioCables.com. We have Heart Audio Cable X C.R.E.A.M Team t-shirts that you could buy. And
we're out of space. 1 second.
Out of space.
We're out of recording. I gotta delete a bunch of old.
Out of space.
Should we do redo the intro?
No, I mean it recorded up until just now.
Okay.
Well, that's great. Good thing that we know.
And then we straight up ran out of space.
Tasty will be able to stitch it together.
Of course.
Yeah, we could do one more intro, I guess, just to be safe. But let me just quickly. You guys can keep talking.
Well, nothing really to talk about other than Cassim's awful week.
Yeah, I got some stuff to talk about.
Oh, that's why the computer is running so crazy.
Oh, because it's
we haven't emptied all the hours of. Dude, if you delete that, that's like the Library of Alexandria being burned down.
Literally.
All that history.
There's so
lost.
many gigs of stuff in here.
Oh, cool. Imagine now
how do
we're
I
gonna
make sure I don't. Okay, 129. That's today.
How does it feel that our podcast computer is 3 times better than any computer that you own at home?
You know, my PC's pretty good for what it is, but it is struggling now.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's not even struggling in the sense of it runs pretty well. It's I have no space for anything.
Okay, now we got 100. Yeah. We had 127 gigs
of pure bullshit.
Of pure bullshit.
Pure bullshit.
Just
Okay, we're
us
recording.
in a fucking backyard.
We also didn't lose the audio, so worst case, he could just throw up that picture of Fiona with a guitar, and we can just
Yeah.
Okay, that's
we can act
fine.
like that
There was
for
no
visual.
audio?
I
I-
actually think that's the worst
No, we were recording
picture.
audio.
I think
Okay.
that's the worst picture you could ever have of me.
No, I have worse pictures, and I actually have
well-
some to show on this podcast a little bit later.
Really?
Yeah, they were sent to us by our man KP, Kevin Pereira.
Oh no, I hate those ones.
Exactly.
That's like so.
Exactly. We got a lot to talk about and a lot to
See,
get
you're
into.
both not to gas you up too much. You're both attractive people, so
Dude,
it's a
don't
relief
even-
to hear that
Don't
you.
even.
What do you want?
I just don't think you understand.
What do you want?
Oh, I'm just saying if you're
that tickled me.
if you're a slightly more normal looking person, you don't even understand the level of bad pictures you can have. There's pictures where I straight up look like
Dude.
a Star
shut
Wars
the
creation.
fuck
We
up,
saw you, dude. We saw you
Dude,
in your body.
Your body and your face.
I
dude.
think about that more than I should.
And I'm like, Case is like fucking.
Yeah, that's not how I look
Case
currently.
is fucking period.
No one
That's
looks
so-
like they look like in a photo currently.
All right,
Okay, you
fair
make the
True.
argument.
I do look more sinister in pictures than I am in real life.
You look in your photos on your Instagram. You look like a badass boss bitch.
Yeah,
like
which
you
I
fucking
am.
like you could even like carry a knife on you.
Which I don't. I carry a bottle opener.
You look like you eat like tremendous amounts of pussy, like
Yeah.
full
And
time.
I do.
You also look. You are a cool person, but you look cool in a way that like. It's like you'd be the extra in a movie after the dork falls down at a cool club. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I think that's exactly who I am. I'm just comfortable with you guys, so you guys see this goofy
this
side
is
of me.
better. This is the
Oh.
turtle on its back, helpless.
Turtle on its back.
Yeah,
I
like
think
whenever I yell at you, I go, I'm yelling at that turtle.
Oh right, I remember you.
I'm
sent
yelling
a
at that
TikTok.
little turtle, you know. And but on Instagram, you're like from Greece. You're rolling up in a T-bird.
Yeah,
You got the leather jacket.
I think I go.
You're just very cool.
I think I'm cool.
you're John Travolta, but out of the closet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
The ultimate. The
Masseuse
superhuman.
hand job, Travolta.
Yeah.
Can you imagine openly gay John Travolta? He would be such an icon.
Dude, it's Swordfish when Halle Berry goes topless. He's just like,
He's like, oh God, what?
And
is
then
that?
he sucks Wolverine's dick while he's trying to hack something. And Wolverine's like, it's too good.
I like how he's just Wolverine.
Yeah, he's Wolverine.
He's only Logan
Yeah.
to us.
So okay.
All right, so pull up the rundown because there's been quite a bit stirring in the news.
There's a lot stirring.
You guys
news.
tell me where you want to go with this because I got a few stories.
Okay. Well,
I
love
got
your
the
stories.
NFL is rigged. I've got.
Did we? Was I right with the points?
Oh, no one checked.
Oh damn.
That was weeks ago.
Oh damn.
But there
I
is.
right?
We do know who's going to be in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs and 49ers.
Yeah, and we're gonna need your.
No,
We're gonna need your guess.
No, but now.
We're so dark right now.
I know this is crazy. Well, just keep it on Fiona most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should just bite the bullet and get us a new camera that like handles
Well,
auto
I
color
bet.
better.
I bet if we play around with this.
Well, now we're fine. It's just fluctuating.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
There's like a very go back to us. There's a very Little House on the Prairie vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
With me and you, like we own a farm together.
Yeah.
We're like gay and we
Yeah.
like tend to the land and we milk cows. We milk each other.
Yeah.
We have
I
a
like
milking.
that Benedict Cumberbatch cowboy movie.
I just got hit in the eye.
Yeah. No,
We're
I've
just
been
mean closeted cowboys that are kind of abusing each other.
Dude,
like the lighthouse.
wait, have you watched The Lighthouse?
No.
We have, by the way, in a little bit of housekeeping this Saturday, Discord movie night. You guys are
Discord movie night.
Discord movie night. There is currently a poll out for our Patreon subscribers to vote on the movie that we're gonna watch. Right now, in the lead, it's pretty close between. Let me pull it up, but it's pretty close between Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh, that's a fun
What's
one.
that?
Exactly.
Ooh, wow. I think you would enjoy it. I think you would enjoy it.
Why?
Exactly.
Well, because they're all movies you would have watched on like TNT when you were 14.
Why do I have to watch?
If you're our age.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so.
Okay,
Yes.
Big Trouble Little China and Idiocracy are the two movies that people want to see the most. And these were all selections we took from everyone voted and gave suggestions for movies, and then now we're voting on which one
Which one
to
we're
watch.
watching.
So right now, so this Saturday,
Okay.
February 3rd,
Okay.
7 p.m. Pacific, Discord movie night for Patreon members, and it could either be Big Trouble Little China or Idiocracy, or it could be Transformers 4: Age of Extinction.
Oh, that's cool because you're in it.
Ooh, Attack of the Dock.
It could be Attack of the Dock.
Attack of the Dock feels
starring
like
Kevin Pereira.
Attack of the Dock does feel actually like maybe a Patreon episode.
It feels like, I don't know, getting drawn and quartered to me. That's
some of you already seen it. You know, I'm holding judgment. I haven't seen it, so
I haven't either.
You know, I assume that a movie that shows Kevin in the B-roll so much, but doesn't have a single interview with him has got to be great.
I do also think, like, because I think that documentary might actually teach me a lot about Attack
You might
of the
finally
Show.
know what the original was.
I think actually I might like learn a lot.
You'll
from,
be like, oh.
I was like, what? That happened? That's crazy.
Well,
they were at like a podium.
Yeah, this show was cool.
Dude, that show was so cool. I was on that.
So yeah, go ahead and vote if you're a Patreon member. It's a great time to join. $5 a month gets you 4 pods, and then also movie nights. So we'll hope to see you guys there. All right. Let's do NFL. The NFL is rigged.
Okay.
Have you heard?
Script leaked. That's pretty funny.
Wait, what?
Okay, so there's a couple of things that's been going on.
It's always been rigged.
Okay, well, talk to me about why you think that. Why do you believe?
Anything that has this many viewership and anything is rigged.
Okay.
Is our primary
that
source
has
here the
money-
Sun?
Go to the tweet
Okay.
that has the Taylor Swift. It is
see.
the End Wokeness tweet.
Oh, okay.
This account, End Wokeness, on
What is
Twitter?
Sorry, if I cut you off. Why do you think the Super Bowl is
Yeah.
that almost certainly rigged, or just the NFL generally?
I just think anything that makes that much money is rigged. Just like film festivals, presidential elections.
So you think because of the revenue, somebody has to be pulling the strings?
Absolutely.
So you believe the NFL could be rigged?
Yeah, it would not shock me. Olympics is rigged.
Who rigs them?
The people who are in charge of it, like FIFA is rigged for sure.
Because the Olympics, it's like so many different countries involved.
Olympics, but it's a company. Like
I know.
Olympics is like who owns it, or like who's
Hims.
who?
It's hims.com.
Yeah.
No, it's
Hims.com.
not Hims.com. No, there's a company.
Dude, the trash truck is doing a drive-by on our
You
ass.
can't see it anymore because we're too close to the wall now. But it is trash time.
So stupid.
Hold on that thought.
It's so
Tasty, do something fun during these trash truck moments.
Yeah, Tasty, just fix this for us.
Maybe have Optimus, Q and Optimus
Oh no,
Prime.
that's my car.
Oh no, someone's taking it again.
Someone's taking it again.
Oh, the smell? Ooh, that's good.
The leavings.
Anyways, I think most things are rigged. I think news channels are rigged. I think everything is rigged.
Okay, I didn't know this about you.
And
Did
we're
you know
not.
this?
I did not.
I just think
know
it makes sense. If
Wait,
they
news
are.
channels are rigged? What does that even mean?
It means that, like, I don't even think we're getting the right news. I think they're not giving us the right news.
You're right.
I got $6,000 on them covering Vince McMahon today.
I don't trust anything.
Oh, I forgot to put the Vince McMahon in there. We'll get into the Vince
yeah,
McMahon
the-
stuff.
Oof,
Okay.
I don't know. That was hard to talk about because it's so bad.
It's
I mean,
really bad.
well,
But again, are
because
we
we have
shocked?
Donald Trump in here too.
Yeah,
Are
that's
we
true.
We may have to
shocked?
do Donald Trump, Vince McMahon back to back because it's in the same
Yeah,
arena.
they're like the same guy.
Rape.
Yeah.
I just.
The same
How is
arena.
anyone shocked? No one's shocked at that, right?
Yes. Well, but the details are still.
They're so insane.
Okay,
but
hang on.
I
Let's
see it
let's
and
stick
I'm
to the
like,
NFL
okay,
first.
okay,
Let's stick to the NFL first. And we're gonna get into all this. We got a lot of good juicy stuff to talk
We're
about.
full of juice today.
So a lot of people thought that the NFL had leaked the script for the
Okay.
Super Bowl
Oh,
and who
okay.
was in there.
Taylor Swift.
And there's also like different schools of thought when it comes to it being rigged. So one school of thought is it's rigged. They want Taylor to be in the Super Bowl, so they're gonna have the Chiefs win.
Of course.
Because the refs are like giving calls to the Chiefs and things like this. Because supposedly Taylor Swift has added over $300 million worth of like value to the NFL since she started showing up and dating
course.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
I wonder how they track that.
I was thinking the same thing, and I wonder if it's like when she's at the games, the broadcast viewership spikes, and those ad dollars they sell at a more premium amount, and merch sales go up.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it seems like not an exact science to me either. Would it make sense for the NFL to make sure that the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
or do you think this is crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if it all of that lines up and is totally true, which, maybe it very well is. It is insane to me, though, the idea that you would, like, if not Kendall. Okay, what's an example of someone I really like? I just don't like that many celebrities.
I don't either.
Damn it, there's no
Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tim Robinson gets really into, I don't know, shuffleboard or something.
Oh, we're all getting custom shuffleboards.
I guess that would help shuffleboard.
We're going to bars that do shuffleboard.
I think it just depends, like how you see, how the importance you put the celebrity on.
Because are they watching it for the game at this point, or are they just want to see her that badly?
But Taylor Swift has a different type of fan base. The ones that are like, it's kind of like I would put on the same level of like K-pop.
Yes.
They're so invested in
they
everything
want to, they're a hive mind.
Yes.
And they want to do things that help her or help support her. We'll just hold 1 second. This is all going to be edited out, and then what you guys will get is just a super clean audio version of this pod.
Damn,
it's seamless
it's
when it all comes together.
It's just, I don't understand why there's two.
Oh, there's way more than two.
But like, why
There's three. Okay, we're gonna take a time out and explain trash, Sofiana.
No.
There is a trash truck for the black, the blue,
and the green.
Yeah.
That's at least three. That's just per area. Think of how many.
No, I know. I guess I.
But
just
also
get confused.
sides of the street. So they go down one side for one color.
So
you're getting 6 pass-throughs.
Actually,
at least 6.
At least 6. Oh, okay.
And then sometimes they're just cutting through the neighborhood to get to the other neighborhood.
Right.
We're getting at least 6.
At least 6. Okay.
And honestly, it's quite a bit of noise pollution.
It is.
And it's like, I can't believe we don't have fully electric. I feel like this is something Elon would like sort of make
you'd think that
better.
You'd think that it would all be solar powered.
That was before he became a fucking
He decided
cuck.
to stop.
Right.
Yeah.
He's sort of done with that.
Okay. Or satellite. Anyways.
Okay, that was your trash fact for the day.
Right.
Okay, so the NFL's invested supposedly in making sure that they want to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
You can make the argument that they make the most money when Taylor Swift is at the games.
Totally.
So do
makes sense.
do they have the ability to manipulate the game through referees that are going to be making calls?
Yes.
That's what people.
Wouldn't it be
some
easier
people
though
think.
just to put her in the halftime show? And then Travis Kelce will
no,
still
because
be there.
she
No,
declined.
dude.
Actually, no.
she
There's
declined?
actually. I remember she was offered the halftime show, but she said no.
Or just give her tickets. I don't know.
No, I think she said no.
Dude, let her catch a pass.
But it doesn't that
Just put her in the game.
doesn't that go into more of the conspiracy of like why was she offered halftime show before that she dated this guy?
It's. I mean, there's also another conspiracy, but I do want to pose this question: if you give Taylor Swift one play, and the other team still has all their professional athletes on it, but you have to sub out one of your athletes for Taylor Swift. The amount of like extra dollars you see from putting Taylor Swift on the field, jersey sales, advertising dollars for that one play.
The next day, in memoriam promotional jerseys because she'll have been split in half by some 300-pound linebacker.
Is it worth it?
Here's the other caveat. She can't be the kicker. It's got to be one of the other positions.
She's got to be a wide receiver. She's
gotta be
tall
a
and
wide
slender.
receiver, yeah.
They're not going to put her in a tight end to slot because that's her boyfriend does that. To imagine like dual tight ends, boyfriend, girlfriend, going over the middle.
Dude, I don't understand.
I just like the thought experiment of, is it worth it to cut a man's professional career on the Chiefs, axe him from the team, replace him with
Taylor
Swift,
Yeah.
have her do a set of downs, 4 downs, and then just throw long bomb after long bomb. If they get picked, great, that's on the Chiefs. But do the Chiefs make up for it with jersey sales?
I can promise you, yes. And the reality is just, again, I totally can believe that shit like this is rigged. Because at the end of the day, this is not This is for entertainment. It's for like everyone's entertainment. We're not in the Roman Empire anymore where we're battling for the strongest person who can feed us.
God,
it's like
I'm so glad we're not in those times.
Or I don't know, whatever.
I don't think you understand how invested people are in the
Or like we're not in the the Olympian to find the strongest person to then put as like the president. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're literally doing it so they can catch ad dollars.
Yeah.
I do think they should learn a lesson from Twitch, though. You put Taylor Swift on your team, and she's like an unlockable. So like people have to sub in to the whatever.
Imagine this. Imagine like the CEO of Twitch starts dating Taylor Swift.
Oh. Dan Clancy.
All
right, Tasty, throw up a photo of Dan
Clancy.
Throw up a photo of Dan because I think this really adds to your point.
I know how he looks like. I just think but like. We're not too far off, guys. I think we're
By the way,
somewhere.
Dan Clancy looks like if Taylor Swift was to do transition into a man and then became 40 years older. Like that
true.
is.
Do you hear?
That is a little bit true.
Do you actually, they might, like, they kind of look a little related.
He also looks like the Virgin Airlines guy.
He does look like,
dude, I think Dan Clancy's great.
I want to say Dan Bilzerian, but that's a different.
I want to say Zap Brannigan, but that's a character in Futurama.
Like, imagine, you know what? Like, imagine, I don't know, just one of the
Richard
esports.
Branson.
Imagine one of the esports people starts dating Taylor Swift, like from like Call of Duty esports or like.
Dude, Nate
like
Shaw,
Nate Shaw, like Nate. Is it Nate? Nate Shaw.
Scump.
Scump from.
They keep naming him.
Yeah, Scump from.
It's Call of Duty.
Or I don't know. I'm thinking of like a team.
I want her to date like the most dead-eyed 15. I know this is improper, but 15-year-old Korean gamer. That's totally silent in every interview.
Thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But imagine that. Imagine that. Do you know how many people will get into esports?
Okay, so
like that would be huge, and trust that those games would be rigged. Trust those games would be rigged. There will be fucking hundo p.
There's been accusations of rigging those games.
Trust that their FPS is gonna start fucking lowering or something. What is it called? Like the fucking.
Dude.
Traditionally, weren't sports scams though a little bit more like one player's in on it, and they kind of
the ping. It's called the ping.
Yeah, they take. Yes, you're right. The ping. They take a fall.
Yeah, they take a fall, or like there's an over-under on how many points they score.
It's happened in boxing. Okay,
yeah, for sure.
To me, it's really hard to consider. It's really hard to consider in a team sport where there's so much random stuff going on. But where I will buy into it is, do certain refs have a bias and lean a certain way, and can that impact a game? Because some of these games come down to one play, one thing.
Absolutely.
And if a ref wants it to go a certain way and they're in the little booth looking at the thing, and then whatever they come out and say is law, maybe in that case.
100%.
But it is strange that Patrick Mahomes, who I had on my fantasy team, who was fucking dog water all season, okay, and I'm just buying in here because this makes for fun pod, all of a sudden is now going to the Super Bowl because this relationship with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift has become all anyone's talked about. There are subreddits and fandoms dedicated to the two of them. Whenever they're seen out in public, what she's doing in the box, who she's high-fiving, what he's wearing, what they're wearing to get. It's like a whole thing. So many women who did not even know what NFL stood for now are watching just to catch glimpses of her in the box. And guess what? Maybe some of them like football now because they're watching Travis Kelce
100%.
out on the field.
I think you're so... if this is actually rigged... I love that it says right wingers say Super Bowl is rigged. Here's the thing.
If you're watching this is a right wing podcast. Because I know some people go like, "Who are these liberals?" I saw that. We are you.
We are you. We are you.
You
are us.
We're so sick of the
We're fucking right wingers.
This is the Candace Owens of G4 TV.
Yeah. The Candace baby.
Yeah.
I'm what's the guy? Dinesh D'Souza.
I'm
Dinesh D'Souza.
I think I'm Andrew Tate. Is he right wing?
Well, we got to go with the color of your skin in this case, which is a Candace Owens. You would be Tucker Carlson.
I'm Tucker. Or I'm one of those podcast relationship guys who's way too ugly to be giving like the relationship advice they're giving.
Yeah. I see that.
They're surrounded by like 7 women in tube tops.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys rock.
I fully believe 100% that this is rigged.
Okay, well, let me read this tweet really quick.
Yeah, please.
So this is from Jack Poso. I do also think putting an American flag in your Twitter name should automatically qualify you for the draft.
That's right.
Thinking about when Taylor Swift called out the Soros family in 2019 for buying the rights to her music, and then how she came out a super liberal in 2020. What does that even mean? In 2020?
Oh, I'm Vivek Ramaswamy.
And then here's Vivek, presidential hopeful Vivek, well, not anymore. I wonder who's going to win the Super Bowl next month, and I wonder if there's a major presidential endorsement coming from an artificially culturally propped up couple this fall. Just some wild speculation over here. Let's see how it ages over the next 8 months. And I'm sure it will age great because you believe it now and you're going to believe it in 8 months.
That's good.
I think like them thinking it's rigged is like they're fueling their liberal hate because of Taylor Swift's liberal stance or whatever. I think it's rigged because I just think corporate is fucked. It has fucked us all.
It's all about that bottom line.
It's all about the money. I'm telling you.
If we gotta like have it go a certain way by like making a ref make a call, and we make an extra $1 billion.
Dude, the ref and like refs have always like been accused of this shit. Like this is not news. I mean, again, I bring back the FIFA like. Even during like the World Cup, it's always like, is the referee from this country, and then all of this shit.
I want background checks on all my refs.
I mean, they probably do go through extensive background checks, but I truly don't believe that.
I think we need to measure all their skulls.
I just think it's crazy. I just think it's
to make
so.
Sure their brain size is
it's so. You know how different skulls will show you like where you're from in the world.
Oh no, I have no comment on that.
I just think it's you're so right. If it is rigged, it would not shock me.
Actually, we're a right-wing podcast.
So we are into that.
Absolutely.
I don't.
There is another conspiracy theory that goes into the logos. If you go back to the rundown, they say that the Super Bowl logo itself gives away who the winners were going to be.
Just stupid.
Wow.
That's stupid.
So if you look like Super Bowl, whatever those Roman numerals with the Bengals and the Rams, it's orange and yellow. The next one was Eagles and Chiefs, which was green and red, and then they were like, this year San Francisco and the Ravens. And the Ravens just lost, so I don't know how much this holds up anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that holds up.
But this is the type of stuff that they were doing.
I also read this one. Sorry, it's BLM.
BLM. No, actually, all I see is BLM. You're so right. I do think. I don't know. Like even with the WWE, like it's all scripted. They all script that shit.
They're actually supposed to be pretty.
I know, but why is it shocking if it is scripted?
Well, I mean, I see the point you're making. I don't think it is, but I'm also I tend to believe that things are more random and there's not enough leadership to like influence something of that nature.
Too much leadership.
I think rigging would be more discreet and poorly done.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even poorly done. It just wouldn't be in the ways we're thinking where it's like this cabal of NFL leaders get together.
So you guys don't think it's rigged? Like you guys would you guys be shocked if it came out like it was rigged?
You just have to get so many people on board to really rig a football game.
I just believe it.
There's so much random stuff that happens in a football game that I don't think you can control. I think you can control ref bias. I think you can control that, but that is not gonna. I mean, it could turn a game's outcome one way or the other, but for the most part, the game is gonna show you who's better on that day for the most part.
Maybe you're really organized, like the mob, basically. You could get enough players from each team and/or refs and/or whoever that you don't need the whole team. You just need a couple people, and through your puppeteering, you could kind of shove it in one direction.
We should try it.
You should try.
We should influence something small like minor league baseball or like some sort of like t-ball, like a local, like some small
little league soccer.
I think, you know, it also goes back to like even reality shows, right? They're super rigged, right? They're not really reality shows. It's all like produced in some way, and it's all produced in like a sense of, someone says a little thing to one other person, and then they're like, "Oh my God, I'm overreacting from this thing," and now it's causing an issue. I feel like that could also happen in there.
Kevin says, our very own Kevin, who's in the chat but not here with us.
I'm trying to call him.
Well, Kevin called,
called
and then I was trying to pick up, and then it hung up.
He says believes in UAPs cover-ups, thinks ball passy game can't be rigged.
Hey, Kevin, you're on the show live. What's up, buddy? What do you got to say?
Hey, bud. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
You streaming or something?
Yeah, we're actually in the middle of our podcast that you know very well we do on.
Stop lying! I called you.
I love that you guys are still doing that. That's really cute.
I think you have to hang up yours, or it's going to be an insane echo fest for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I called him.
Yeah, Kev. What's?
Hey, Kev.
I tried to say hello on a Ninja Link. That didn't work.
Oh, he's trying to join.
I can get in there real quick.
Well, come in. We're not on the Ninja Link.
I can add him.
We're gonna add you right now, Kevbo.
Goodbye.
You look so good. He's got his. I like when his hair is this long.
You guys are gonna have to grab headphones though.
Okay, I'll bring them.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was Creamy Land, a place filled with magic and, well, cream. There was magical Princess Fiona, no relation to that other fairy tale. Wizard of the land, Kasim Garabi, with tiny but powerful spells, and their loyal companion, Queso Pepito, the courage dog. Together, they will embark on a quest to contact with the almighty Kevin Pereira in their quest for unlimited knowledge. They travel far along land, across the sea and dangerous forest, even fighting powerful and mighty creatures the size of dragons. At the end, they sadly miserably failed their quest, as Pereira refused to leave his hideout to be found. And they live all clueless forever after the end.
And we're back.
Okay.
Thanks, Tasty, for editing that.
Okay.
So Taylor Swift, NFL, possibly rigged.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. I gotta say, it wouldn't surprise me if there was some level of referee cheating. Otherwise, I think it's just one of these things where it's like it goes on TikTok, and then everyone on TikTok goes, "Oh my God, one thing out of this makes sense. We've got to start sharing it and sending it around." And now we all think that the NFL is rigged.
From the people who brought you child trafficking via Etsy, it's NFL, the conspiracy.
Yeah.
No, it was. Oh man, it wasn't Etsy. It was.
Fuck, what was it? It was like the product names on some website.
Yeah. No, that I believe. You think you're buying a $12,000 bookcase? You're actually buying a kid that's been missing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for a long time.
Wayfair.
Wayfair. Gosh.
Wayfair, yeah.
Yeah. Strange stuff.
Strange stuff.
That's the cabal I choose to believe in.
Well,
the one that abducts kids and sells them on furniture sites.
Well, speaking of sex trafficking, Vince McMahon.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, I don't have an article for this, but I'm sure there's plenty.
There's a lot of them.
Tell us what you know, Fee.
What I know is that I'm not shocked.
What's the allegation? What are they?
The allegation was like essentially like had a wrestler come in and say he signed a female wrestler, but the female wrestler was essentially had to perform sexual acts to like another wrestler.
Okay.
And now apparently they're assuming it's Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah,
those are vaguely close.
You're getting some of the pieces right there, I think.
And
yeah.
then I think, but
it's news through Fee's eyes.
Well, I just got those. When I was reading it, that's what I understood. I stopped reading it because I was like, didn't he get accused?
Because your ADHD kicked in.
Well, no, because I was like, didn't he get accused like last year as well? And then they came back.
This is basically the details are way more clear in this. So there was an accusation, but there was an NDA.
Yeah.
He stopped paying the NDA because the accusations themselves came out, even though it wasn't clear what they were. Outside of she was basically put in an awkward position because she was working for him and having sex with him.
Yeah.
And it came out that it was way more extreme than just that.
Okay.
And it was a CPA. It wasn't a wrestler. It's like basically he had her as like an assistant.
Oh, I see. I thought it was a wrestler
advancement.
he signed. Okay.
So it sounds like, just from somebody who also vaguely read the article, was that he had a secretary that he was boning and that he would pass around and use to curry favor with people
to keep them signed.
That sounds worse. It's still unfortunately quite a bit worse than that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, case.
There is it like under assault, like were they forcing her to do things? Okay.
Yeah. There were like multiple instances where or maybe every instance where it was like forced on her, or she'd basically been coerced, which is illegal in some countries. There's some word for it, but it's basically coercion. So to start the story, both her parents had died when they met, and she lived in the same building that Vince McMahon had a penthouse in.
Okay.
So she was like broke and needed money, and people in the building recommended that she go meet Vince. So that they like instigated a relationship where he's like, I'll help you out. I'm not, I'm going to give you a whole new lifestyle. At that point, it wasn't
Her
sexual.
parents died?
Both her parents died. She was the sole caretaker
Whoa.
for, and she wasn't employed at the time.
Yeah.
So like over time, the relationship got more and more sexual, and then more and more extremely sexual, and then eventually he started bringing in other men, and I don't know. You can read if there's a 61-page suit that you can read, and if you read even chunks of it, it is it's not surprising because it's Vince, but it is still shockingly bad. All the
no,
things
it is always shocking to read. I did not know about this part, but
it's a suit that contains forced defecation on someone.
There was yes. There was that. Yeah.
Like, so
a
there's
little
a
bit
ton
of poopy.
There's a ton of like really, whatever. What's the word? Not spicy, but like extreme details.
I don't know until when. Like I'm glad these things are coming to light. It's just so. I don't know how you defend that.
Some people still are.
I know, and that's what's so crazy. And it's like whenever these things come back out, like and we learn more about this, I'm like, I'm unfortunately not shocked this happened, but there will be people out there who will still be like, what do you mean? They would still defend this guy or defend like the idea that, oh, maybe she was looking for it and stuff like that. And I'm just like, dude, this happens all the time.
The suit also contains texts that are so. It's not even that they're like dark. Well, they are darkly sexual, but they're also just so bluntly and stupidly written that like I actually feel like we can't quite read them on this stream.
Yeah, no.
It literally is just
I
saying the word
think,
black dick as much as you can.
Right.
And like come and I don't know. They're crazy texts.
My mouth waters whenever I hear that word.
It's just so crazy that we still are in a time where that is hard to believe and people will defend that.
The main defense is that she was getting all these benefits and she got a bunch of money out of it, which is
she got $1 million because she signed an NDA.
Like, good for her for getting all these fucking benefits, but also like, why the fuck did she have to do all of that? I don't know.
I would just challenge anyone to go through what she went through and tell me if a couple $1 million is actually
it's
enough.
not even worth it. Like it's not even
in today's economy.
Fucking,
yeah,
that's so. And I just also hate like people not believing her or thinking, oh, she just wants to take this guy down and stuff. It's like, do you know how embarrassing as a woman to essentially be like, I had to shit on someone? Like how embarrassing that is.
Is it more embarrassing to be the shitter or the one they got shat on?
Yeah, and it was both. Vince doing this to her,
or what? Right, yeah. Or like being shat on or something.
The problem, that's the thing with this story is there's markers in it that I'm like, that's so crazy, it's almost funny. But then you read it in context and you're like, oh. Like in that story, he does that to her, and then he forces her to have sex with him for another like 3 hours.
Being forced to shit is
insane. That's insane. But
it's
that's
also
so
very hard to do because if you ever tried peeing in the ocean,
I just can't imagine why. I just can't imagine people like defending or being like, oh, this girl's just trying to get like more money out of him. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like I would never ever want anyone
There's also,
publicly
like a bunch of other NDAs signed by women, one of which was for $7 million. So this is, I'm sure, just like the tip of the iceberg
also,
of things he's been up to.
I also think, and you guys, I think legally NDAs need to be like
well,
I don't know,
technically,
written
in cases of human trafficking, you are allowed to break an NDA, which is one of the things they're leaning on in this particular suit.
Yeah, because I'm just like, these NDAs are kind of getting out of fucking whack. Like I can't believe that people sign an NDA and then they can't talk about like even P. Diddy, like the same, or was it P. Diddy?
Well, like what if Leo? I think Leo has
NDAs. I just think that's
a lot of celebrities do. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's a little protection. It doesn't mean they're going to do anything nefarious necessarily. This is obviously.
But it feels like a lot of it is nefarious. It's very like sinister in the way of these NDAs aren't really being used in a proper way. They're being used like in a very hurtful way, and I just think I think NDAs need to be like reworked in the legal justice system. I just think they need to be reworked because I don't like an NDA is like, I don't want anyone to know my ideas or I don't want anyone to like steal my this.
Well, like Wolf Dog points out, it's supposed to be for like non-illegal activities. the like sexual relationship aspect of it gets into
should
really
be consensual, and it should be both parties agree.
Even the fact like an NDA for like relationship or personal thing, I think that should be reworked. I just think that puts you in a very vulnerable position, or a lot of women in vulnerable.
Oh, absolutely. Well, sexual assault cases, the most common defense is trying to discredit the accuser.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
NDAs are in that exact same horrific gray zone of like, well, we'll just never talk about this because it was mostly all fine, right?
But then these girls are like these girls are young and they get put in a position where they have to sign something and they think it's cool that they have to sign an NDA, and then it backfires on them when they, are getting put in really fucked up situations because of personal relationships. And I think an NDA, I understand an NDA for confidential like ideas or business moves or stuff like that, but when it comes to personal relationships, I feel like that needs to be like, I think that should, maybe this is a stretch to say, but I just think that should be legal.
There shouldn't be such a thing as a financial agreement.
I just don't think there should be an NDA for personal relationship.
It had to have come about because somebody was taken advantage of. Like, there's a reason, like all the reason there's like caution hot on your coffee, it all came from lawsuits and people suing McDonald's because their coffee was too hot. So everything had to come from something. So there was probably some sort of, event or circumstance that happened that led to people starting to use NDAs in their own personal lives because they were being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Yes, this obviously is like not something that should be covered under it, but there's probably a lot of situations where it has protected.
Well, like
people.
if you're Leonardo DiCaprio and for some fucking weird reason you sleep in like Spider-Man pajamas every night.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassing detail, but not an illegal one. So like if you're him and you've been intimate with someone and you're breaking up with them, you might be like, sign an NDA so no one ever knows about my Spidey-Man jammies.
I guess.
Now, that's an extreme example that's very unlikely.
Maybe there should be a different thing. I just think that puts a lot of women, I think specifically just women, vulnerable. Like, I just don't think it only puts women in those positions in very vulnerable states.
What's the thing they do in Suicide Squad where they got like a remote collar on them?
It's basically that. It's like
it really is.
It's basically
say something that'll blow your head off. All you gotta do is just
don't talk about it.
Don't do anything bad.
But it's weird, and I mean even Leonardo DiCaprio doing that, I'm like, dude. Like, why? I don't know. Just NDAs about personal relationships is like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I think he's got to keep a certain mystique. He also probably fucks like crazy. He probably really sleeps around.
I think that just is like, okay.
I don't necessarily feel like people need to know that if he doesn't want and has the money to give people to
and he doesn't want to hear from any woman that's over 25, so he just kind of tries to shut it down after that.
I just think it puts every woman in a vulnerable position, and it's not. I don't know. I mean. I've heard of women celebrities having NDAs. Like, I think was it Nicki or was it like J-Lo or something?
By the way, you're gonna have to clue me in what's going on with Nicki Minaj.
I actually don't really know what's going on. I just know that
I just couldn't get into it for the show today because I couldn't decipher what any of the tweets meant.
No, I don't think a lot. I don't really understand most of it, but. Well, Nicki's just been a very controversial character.
Which is the one that would like sleep with men as like and then like steal money out of their wallets? Was that Cardi B or is that Nicki?
I don't know.
Super secret squirrel.
All I know is that Nicki apparently is married to like a sex offender,
Cardi B?
Then her brother is like an alleged like had sex with a minor or something.
Oh, weird.
Like Nicki Minaj.
I'm glad that there are scumbag women because there's there's way more scumbag men, but I'm just glad it's like even. This is like where it's good to know that it's not just one.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Evil lurks is what I'm trying to say.
I know. The evil does lurk.
Evil lurks, and like I think we just say that's a blanket statement and it covers our ass.
Yeah.
A part of me also thinks like, I don't know. Maybe I won't get into it on this.
Well, look, I mean, we can sort of sidestep right into the Donald Trump defamation case where
WWE owners being awful was a bad thing. How about future or possibly future and former presidents?
Bad week for old, decrepit white men. One with a pencil-thin mustache and the other with just disgusting orange skin. This week, Donald Trump was found liable in a defamation case that was filed. I think her name is E. Jean Carroll. Yes. And she sued Donald Trump for defamation because Donald Trump essentially told everyone she was lying about a sexual assault that she claimed happened between her and Donald Trump. And it came down to like what the word rape meant, which is like so wild to me.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty clear Donald Trump assaulted her, and what was up for question was, well, he like penetrated with his fingers and maybe not his penis, and so like they were deciding whether or not that counted as rape.
What do you mean they started deciding?
Well,
That's
in the end, they found that he was liable for defamation, that he did assault her, and it didn't really matter whether or not they agreed on what the term rape meant. He has to pay her $84 million.
That is actually the most insane thing to hear. That is actually the most insane thing to hear. So, okay, if that's the case, then what? Women can't rape women.
I mean, it's also arbitrary.
That's so insane. That's so insane.
That's part of why this Vince thing, plus this, just gives me like this sinking feeling where I'm like, I don't even really know how to talk about this. It's just like two rich guys.
Dude, it's always the same guy. It's like it will always be the same guy. It's like two rich guys. I'm not even gonna say it's like white based because it's fucking. We've seen it. R. Kelly. It's just rich fucking guys who got this weird powerful thing, and then they use very like vulnerable women. But it's always this. It's always this. This is like not new.
I think a lot of these guys, like, they come into power in, like, their 30s.
Yeah.
Where they're still mixing it up a little bit with women more naturally.
Yeah.
And then they age, and they've been involved in too many weird, illicit situations where they're now bored by them, and also they're, like, aging out of the arena where you really should be interacting with, like, younger women naturally.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then they're in a position of power where they can just lord it over people and make demands. And just that unsavory combination and the personality type that becomes this kind of person anyway just leads to this toxic soup of like, it's not like Donald Trump and Vince McMahon are the only rich fucking psychos out there doing this kind of thing. They're just the high profile ones currently getting caught for it.
I know, but it's always this. The story is always this. It's a rich, powerful guy that has a lot of skeletons in his closet. And the skeletons are usually young women. And, then we'll discover it years later, and then it's like it just keeps repeating itself because it's and so when does that stop? When do we see it as like this is what it is? These people are getting power, these men are getting power, and then abusing that power consistently, like and like in the exact with young women, like that's just been the case, like pattern.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so hard to like read this and then also just have people defend this guy or defend Vince McMahon or defend all these people being like the women were looking for it. It's like, dude, why can't they just see that this is a pattern?
I honestly think a lot of conservative men and some women see this as like a legitimate societal contract in a way. Like, you don't get it. I'm old and rich and have wisdom to offer. You should be
just like women being put in a position of like they have to, you know.
It's really not that long ago when we were those ads we were showing you about like women take care of your husbands when they come home from work. It should be a quiet place for them to renew mind, body, spirit. There should be supper ready. And all those ads with them on their knees. You know, it's like that was like your grandpa.
Literally,
that was like not even 2 generations ago.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So this vestigial misogyny lurks, and it's no wonder that it's coming from a lot of the older folks.
Yeah.
And when you're rich, you sort of just like, I don't know, you see. You're in a position where you only really see people work for you and do things for you, and so you just expect that people are there for you.
Yeah.
And so your relationship with human beings is like, from when you're a kid, is innately flawed because you don't see people as equals unless it's like somebody in your family or like. So they don't see them doing anything wrong because like I got her to sign an NDA. I should be able to do whatever I want.
Or I gave her this thing. I gave her this opportunity that she could never get. So it's like I was. Yeah,
they're like, essentially in their head, they're going down to like out of their tower. They're walking down and picking out a peasant and being like, "Come live this. Look at all the marble and gold I have."
And now come suck my dick.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like, what
all
the
you
fuck?
gotta do is suck my dick.
And also just like how sex obsessed they are. It's actually.
I don't see myself being that horny at that age.
Like,
that's the other part that blows my mind.
That's another crazy thing. It's like
Vince was 74.
How horny are you?
He's
like,
just
and I don't even think they're horny themselves. I think it's just quite literally a power. It's like a power feeling. It's not I don't know, or like a degrading feeling.
There's another guy in this called John Laurinaitis, and the image of Vince and John Laurinaitis doing anything sexual is so like gagging and upsetting. It is shocking to know that as Vince McMahon, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to make this even grosser. I know, I'll invite my other, like, saggy, weird, old wrestling buddy.
So weird. And, the sex obsession, too, is so fucking weird. Like, what is it? Like, let's, like, dig deep into that, because what is that?
Well, like, they easily could have consensual, even monetary-based relationships with plenty of women.
They could have a regular relationship. These guys are so fucking rich.
Not even necessarily regular. Like, they could pay women for sex, and I think there's a world where that's like not necessarily the worst thing.
But to them, that is like going against their morals.
Or it's just not enough. They want more control over someone.
It's not the sex.
But they'll always say it's like goes against their morals. Or they look at women who are willing to have sex if you pay them, and they're like, oh, that's not for me. Like that's gross.
It's not on their terms, really.
But it's like, oh, but this really vulnerable person who actually kind of doesn't want to do that, I'm gonna pay her to do that, and I'm gonna force her to do that. So it's weird how men are okay with that, but not okay with the other thing. Like even when men who are like, oh, OnlyFans models suck and all of that, I'm just like, dude, I see you jerking off to every fucking Pornhub video known to man, but the OnlyFans woman you have a problem with? Yeah. That's weird.
It's like a lot of guys say they never date a porn star, but have masturbated to an infinite amount of them.
And it's like, what the fuck? That's weird.
Yep. The other thing that's going to come out is, potentially might come out, is like which they've been sort of alluding to for a long time, is his financial situation in terms of like he has no liquid money, no liquid assets. It's all tied up in real estate and property, and all that stuff's kind of already tied up with his like case, the insurrection case. So it's like there is a world where quote unquote billionaire Donald Trump doesn't have any money to pay out this defamation lawsuit. I
just also think like
I just want him to be so embarrassed.
It would be nice.
Dude,
I don't know if he's capable.
I just love him to just be like, I don't think there's a world where he admits that he doesn't have money, even if the government goes like, here's his bank statement. This guy's got no money.
He's like, he shows his credit cards. He's like, then what's this? What's this cash that I have in my fucking wallet?
I mean, he has created the ultimate escape tunnel for any argument, which is just they're after me.
Yeah,
they're after me. He literally made it so like they're after me. They just don't want me to be your president or whatever.
And I frequent the conservative subreddit.
Yes.
Okay, and I will tell you that that's everyone else's defense too. It's
Absolutely.
Like they're after him. Can you believe they always go back to? Okay. I recently saw a friend who I see every few months. I never really knew where they were politically, but like yesterday I saw, and I was like, yeah, man, can you believe what's going on with Donald Trump? Like we can essentially call him rapist Donald Trump, and we are like well within our. That's exactly kind of what she's like. Yeah, but so was Joe Biden, and I was like, I don't know. She's like, yeah, but you saw him sniff that girl's hair? I'm like. Yeah, but he didn't rape.
Well, he has been accused of sexual assault also.
Who, Joe Biden?
Yes.
Of course.
But was he convicted for that?
I don't know if there's a trial or anything.
Oh, there was rape? Okay.
I know. Okay. I just feel like
there is something, but this was like in the 70s or something. And not that this is okay.
I
but
think
like,
it was in the 90s.
That was okay. So maybe I'm wrong. What I'm saying is she was equating it to him sniffing. I don't even think she knew that.
Yeah.
I obviously
I don't even think, that's true. Like going to the sniffing.
They just think he's a creep.
One guy being a creep doesn't mean the other guy isn't a creep.
No,
like it's not an argument to be like, oh, the other presidential
option. That's what I'm saying.
Also.
It's like, yeah, so the other guy, it's like always the other guy.
They all fucking suck. Yeah, the other guy, I'm like, they all fucking suck, dude.
Well, not every president has sexual assault charges against them, but more do than you would like.
Dude, Jimmy Carter?
Dude, I just
that was my boy.
I just also think it's telling that a lot of these presidents are being put in situations like that, and I just can't stand it. And I also just think that this Donald, I don't know what I don't know if this, like, I don't know how we're going to take him down.
We're gonna need to look at
fucking tower.
Hey, pull up
beacon.
Joe Biden sexual assault. Let's educate ourselves while we're here. The other thing is that I heard is that there's also another rumor that Michelle Obama's gonna run for president. Have you heard this?
No.
Have you seen this? No. Have you heard of this?
That does seem like a layup for her if she's interested in it.
I thought she was going to a while back, but
doesn't it seem like that track would have been laid? And like that,
That's
we'd already be sort of
That's
like.
What I'm saying. We would have already.
Do you think Obama has to go have a tough conversation with Joe Biden and just sort of tell him like, "Hey, man,
hey, settle down, at ease, soldier."
Yeah. Sort of like put him in the chair and then like wheel him out.
Yeah. Well, Joe Biden, I just also think it should be illegal to be that old and be our president.
Yeah, understand, McDonald, man.
Oh man, that was.
What's a big deal?
I just think that we need to start putting down some fucking laws on how old you can be to be a fucking president of the United States, because who the fuck?
Yeah, I was right about the 90s at least.
She defected to Russia?
Yeah, a woman who accused Biden of sexually assaulting her in 1993 defects to Russia.
Dude.
A former staffer who accused Joe Biden of sexual assault has defected to Moscow. Tara Reid, who drew headlines during 2020 race, accusing a candidate of sexually harassing her.
Oh, yeah, she was right. Why did she go to Russia, man?
He denied the allegations. Staffer came forward. No Biden staffer has come forward to say they witnessed or heard about any kind of sexual misconduct.
Wow, she's crazy. All broads are crazy.
From what I remember about the story, she did tell people at the time. So there were like material witnesses at least that were like, yeah, this was a thing that she said.
And I mean, again,
politicians are scumbags. Now,
not shocking.
Michelle Obama assaults somebody, I'm surprised.
If I see that,
I
need to know more.
Are we all on board if a Michelle Obama 2024 train?
I think so. I honestly, it would be so much better.
I think so.
I think so. I think I'm okay with it.
I mean, it sounds better than the current two options. I'll say that at least.
This the only problem is like I don't know if like everywhere I read, Donald Trump's gonna get convicted. He's going down. He's going to prison.
Then take him down.
But I'm like, yeah, but why hasn't this happened?
Why hasn't this happened? It's been way too
long. Are we
long.
waiting? Is this gonna?
What are we waiting?
Is this
for?
actually gonna?
Well, I remember like there's no way he's even gonna get indicted. They'll never indict a former president.
But he got indicted.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, maybe I'm just fucking wrong about everything as usual.
I'm hoping that he pays some sort of consequence that prevents him, because also what's happening in the next story, I don't know if we'll have time to get to it, maybe we'll save it for Wednesday's Patreon, is the what's going on with the border in Texas, and folks like Donald Trump and like Marjorie Taylor Greene essentially calling for a civil war.
Yep.
And if you don't know like what's going on, essentially Texas has decided that it would ignore a Supreme Court ruling which was whether or not they could put razor wire up at the border. And the Supreme Court says you can't put razor wire up in the border. It actually is preventing the Border Patrol from doing their job. Texas says, fuck that. They cut the razor wire. They brought in their National Guard to start patrolling or putting up razor wire, not patrol, but just put up razor wire. A woman and her kids were found dead in the place that this happened.
That's insane.
And essentially, what's going on now, Governor Abbott of Texas now has the support of 25 other Republican states that are like, do it, dude. We'll send our National Guard down there. We're going to, if we have to, we'll secede. And they're pulling up a lot of the language that the South used to secede during, or tried to use during the, to secede with. And it's I don't know if this comes up every few years, but essentially, this is a great promotion for the movie Civil War that's coming out, I think, which I'm a really big fan of. But I think that there is way too much of the let's call on other states and like let's divide this country.
Yeah.
We got all the guns. Yeah. What do they have? That's like what I see a lot of.
Right.
I'll tell you what we have. We have the military. Okay. Well, we get the actual fucking might of the military, the Navy, the Army, the SEALs, the Marines. You guys got a bunch of dudes that are LARPing as militia.
Right.
Let's cut it out. Like it's like we don't need to have razor wire. This whole thing's over razor wire at the border, and
it's actually insane.
And it's actually preventing the Border Patrol from doing their job. But that's the other thing that was sort of tied into the news today.
That's insane. I also just think all of that is so, like, I feel like there's so many other problems in the world, and then this is the thing we're fucking focusing on.
Well, I mean, it's almost certainly just them blustering, and, you know, nothing, like, substantial like an actual civil war will come of it, but it is a crazy, like, it's a crazy temperature to have the discourse at, to be like, certain states are considering seceding over border control issues, which also I still am not convinced is even an actual huge problem.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, I don't think they can. Okay? I don't think you can.
Right.
I don't think it's as easy as like, oh no, we're seceding. No, like you don't. There was a tweet in there on the rundown that I really just wanted to like. It really sums up the type of thought. Let's see, go up, up. Funny tweet. Okay. This is a tweet that sort of sums up the typical secession person's mindset in my head, which is a question posed by somebody that asks, if we secede, do we still get our Social Security monthly checks? And I'll just tell you, the answer's no.
The answer's no.
Short answer, no. Long answer, hell no.
Oh, yeah, right.
You can't. There's like, you don't get to like have your cake and eat it too. That's just kind of the stupidity that we're dealing with here.
I think there should be a national like singing competition like America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And the bottom placing 10 states are out.
Or it's like the Hunger Games.
Yeah. But they're just not in the country for like a couple of years.
Yeah.
That would be so sick.
We take out their stars on the flag.
We put razor wire across the border.
Yeah, they're not allowed to leave.
I think for Wednesday's pod, because I have it there, we do a state tier list.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's so
or we
good.
draft states to be on our team.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
State off?
Yeah, because in the movie Civil War, the Alex Garland movie that's coming out, it seems that California and Texas are actually on the same side, which is interesting, which wouldn't happen.
I don't think that's too likely currently.
So I would like us to do a draft of states that we would have. Well, what do we got here?
Okay, so this is from Matt Liddell.
This is from Matt, our boy?
Our boy, Matt. We got a bunch of letters. This one is for everyone, but he says
Don't read.
not read it on stream.
All
so
right.
we will be reading it on our own time.
Okay.
But
so let's see.
Case, I completely forgot that there is another letter that I keep forgetting.
Oh my. Look at this. I got Sasquatch.
Oh, baby.
I got Sasquatch.
I got fucking Teletubby feet.
Teletubby
I don't think you can really see it because our
really
quality's
good.
too shitty today.
Are you smoking a ciggy in
Here,
that?
you hold this up for me.
Yeah.
That's a long bit. That's a long bit. That's a long bit. I love that.
Good.
I love that.
Thank you, Matt. I'll read mine. Cash just wanted to give you this little gift of my appreciation of all the laughs you bring to the Creamies and myself. Please remember everything that I do is out of love and respect. So when you open this gift, don't ask why I got it for you. Just file those worries away. Open the gift and enjoy, my friend. Matt Liddell, by the way, we all wish everyone was a Matt Liddell. Just such a positive dude. What a
Matt Liddell's the best.
Just an ideal member of a community.
Yeah,
you should all hope to have
truly supportive.
Yeah.
See, I'll read mine over trash time.
Yeah,
that feels appropriate.
I feel like this is...
Mr. Blackwell, you're one amazing and lucky motherfucker. That's true. I say that you're a genius. Okay, that's too kind. Your timing and reaction speed with jokes. Okay, he's being very complimentary, and I'm too. I can't handle compliments. The plethora of characters you have produced is amazing. You flesh out each one. Matt, you're too nice. You make me want to learn more about every character. You have shown us you don't want to know too much, though. The graphics that you create for all the shows and transitions are pure gold. Well, and tell anyone who's hiring me that. I know that all that takes time. I hope you do hard work in the show. If you like watching Picasso paint a picture, when the characters and graphics come together, it's like watching Picasso paint a picture.
Wow, being compared
there
to
are those
Picasso.
videos though of him painting a picture, and sometimes you're like,
what is
that
that
good?
What was that?
Dude,
what was
Picasso was a horn dog, dude.
He was a horny man. Hopefully in a non-threatening way. Though all the stuff that I've seen you do so far, season 2, everybody likes you. I also say that you're lucky. For that, just ask Kendall, and she will remind you why you were lucky.
Aww,
okay, you're all right.
So cute.
Make sure to stay break and stay excellent. That's very kind. P.S. Just wondering which comedians influenced you most over the years. Here's something random. A couple of red bubble stickers. Please share one. And Fee, we're
Case's influences are Louis C.K., Bill Cosby, Rob Schneider, Joe Rogan.
Brandon
Schaub,
Brett Ratner, Kevin
Burt
Spacey, Burt Kreischer, yeah.
Kevin Spacey's a good one.
The first Confederate president.
Yeah.
By the way, he sent me a Hecklefish. This is Hecklefish, Go Hecklefish, from our favorite show, Y-Files, in which we despise the guy who makes it. So this is fantastic, and it's signed. So
this is for me, a really quick one, dear Fiona. Just wanted to give you this little reminder of your of your number one fan. I hope you like it as much as I did making it. Please always remember you are the greatest. I am your number one fan out of thousands. I will be your number one fan out of millions in the future as well. Stay awesome, stay creamy, stay crazy, and remember you're fucking Fiona Nova, and you can and will do anything that you want to.
Claiming that number one spot with authority.
I mean, good.
Matt, you can have it, buddy.
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay.
You could have that spot.
Okay. Aw, it's Maladone with the...
He's got the Fiona picture.
Fiona picture. This is the best. Oh, I'm putting this
That's
shit
got to go
up.
right
I'm
on
putting
the
that
stream.
up. Right? Oh my God, I love this. Oh, this is perfect. People are gonna come in and be like, "Who is that?"
You don't even have a picture of your dad in your house.
I don't even.
This is gonna be the only white man framed photo you have.
Oh look. Okay, that's insane. Okay, this is funny. Okay, I love this.
Dude, what an awesome guy.
Matt, thanks so much.
Matt, thank you so much. Thank you guys for sending us stuff that we are always so honored.
And I'll read this later, Matt.
She'll read it right after we end the stream, which is coming up. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Sorry for the technical troubles, Kevin, if you're watching this, which I know you're not.
Yeah.
Just give us a heads up next time, and then we'll get you on the show. Maybe show up to the Patreon on Wednesday. We'll see you guys Wednesday for the Patreon. Maybe we'll do the tier list for the states.
I think that's a really
pick state. We'll draft states for the Civil War that's coming up.
Bring in your favorite state.
Bring in your favorite state.
State.
Big shout out to HardAudioCables.com for sponsoring the pod as always. Promo code QUIO. Guys, really, whenever you guys see him in the chat, you guys are so nice to him. It would really be great if you guys are looking to upgrade your content creation game, or even just get a T-shirt that has a C.R.E.A.M team logo on it. Go to HardAudioCables.com and support the guy that supports your podcast.
All right.
And now, for those of you that have been gifting subbies, cheered biddies, Case is going to do his end of stream acknowledgement via
the power
of
via the power of
the spoken word.
Does anybody have a beat they want? And just name a beat I can YouTube, and I'll look that up.
Do a have I said trap beat before?
We have a trap beat.
You can do trap beat. You could also do it Who Let the Dogs Out instrumental.
Okay, Who Let the Dogs Out? Shit, can you rap? I guess they rap to it. I don't know if I can rap to that.
Okay, it's not a
more
very
of a
good
Caribbean
beat.
flow.
Do a Jamaican beat.
Wait, someone said Civil War beat, and I'm curious what that even means.
What's that song that was? Oh, okay, Civil War beat could be good. Could be.
I kind of want it to be like the Ditzy Union song Barkin' remix.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
What the fuck? This is insane sounding. Oh, this is like the actual, okay. Yankee Doodle type drill beat? Okay. This is fine. I'll do this. It's a little fast, but that'll speed this up for everybody.
Revolutionary War type beat.
That's beautiful.
Good one.
Oh, wow, we got a bunch today. All right. Maybe it's good if it's fast.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
Fast.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, fast. I need it louder.
Loud.
Turn it up for me.
Also, put your camera on you and not me.
Oh, it's on you.
So.
You're right, it is. All right, I gotta start this over, so I have time.
Let's go. Okay.
Okay. Is it loud? How come I can't make this louder for me?
Maybe. Okay.
I need this fucking blasted in my headphones. All right. Paw God. Oh my God. We going off. Yes, we are. This shit is getting scary. Dropping fucking bars on stream like a goddamn revolutionary. Okay, you know it's not coming in for free. We're dropping subs from my number one fan, Ungy123. We going hard. We off the top, and it's always a fucking hit. Microphone 900 with the easy 750 bits. Okay, never in pain. Beat feeling so insane. Yeah, shit coming off the brain. That's a hype train. You know that he's the best of the head. Yeah, he's giving me that nice head. It's a sub from Funnel Web. Here we go. What the hell? 10th Street from Mac Liddell. He's a real stream beater. It's Sponge the Reefer dropping another sub. And you know that that's a star. But we got another sub coming in from Wakozar. Okay. We far from done with Kanye Wilson dropping a sub, that's a ton, but I ain't done with that fun, it's going best. We about getting fit to fucking mate. Maybe actually not on a date. Talking Tam 48. 5 subs. That's too much love. Love coming from above. We done. We going far like a 91er. You will start dropping subs from Foxy Grandpa. What's up? Foxy Grandpa. What's up? What's up? AVCP. What's that mean to me? It means a 13-month sub. That's from that 333. Scammer going far. 100 bits. They a star. Matt Liddell with a 1 bit trying to kill me with that shit, just like Skymer with a 1 bit, and that's a suicide. But I'm still going on with my endless streamer pride. But I gotta restart the beat because I gotta go a little faster.
Absolutely.
I gotta go a little faster. Okay. Oh yeah, you know I ain't getting catty, but I'm cruising with a sub from our boy Antidaddy. That's a hype train. Yeah, you know that we never taste defeat because at level fucking 6 that train was complete. Okay, and I say this with all that pride. Thank you for the 5 months from Mackenzie 25, microphone 900 with another easy sub, and Antidaddy keeping it going with some sub love. Oh, we getting fucking fit to bust. Got an easy follow from Jesus Deluxe. We on the cross. Yeah, we the boss. Another sub. Yeah, you know it's an easy toss. Here we go. We almost done, and here's the thing. It's 1 more sub from Dead Burger King, and he might have the crown, but he still went down. But I ain't the best, but I've been another 100 bits from Wolfdog 10. Sorry, 410.
410.
There we go, folks. That's a revolutionary flow.
That's that drill beat. That's that Yankee Doodle.
Well, Yankee Doodle fucking beat.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we got to raid today, everybody.
Oh, that was so good. That was like one of your best.
That's, the power of patriotism fueled me. You know, we don't raid Spinachi enough, and Spinachi deserves our raids. Let's raid a Spinachi real quick. All right.
That was fucking sick.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Holy shit, this beat's losing its mind. Oh, it's because it's doubled up. It's doubled the beat. All right, guys. Support your revolutionaries everywhere.
If what you say is true, the Shaolin and the Wu-Tang could be dangerous.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.